Nityanand, whose arms extend down to their knees, who have complexions like molten gold, and who inaugurated the congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Their eyes resemble the petals of a lotus flower. They are the maintainers of the living entities, the best of the Brahmans, the protectors of religious principles for this age, the benefactors of the universe, and the most merciful of all incarnations. Text 2. O my Lord, you are eternally existing in the past, present, and future. Yet you are the son of Sri Jagannath Mishra. I offer my repeated obeisances unto you, along with your associates, your devotee servants, your sons, your Goswami disciples, or the processes of devotional service, such as the congregational chanting of the holy name, and your consorts, who according to regulative principles refer to Vishnu Priya, who is Bhu Shakti, Lakshmi Priya, who is Shri Shakti, Navadvip, which is Leela or Durga, and or who according to devotional principles refer to the two Gadadhar, Narhari, Ramanand, Jagdanand, and others. Text 3. All glories to Vishwambar, the king of the Brahmans. All glories to the society of devotees who are dear to Vishwambar. The phrase purport. The phrases Vishwambar, Dvijraj, and Vishwambar Priya Vaishnav Samaj are explained as follows. Although Shri Gaur Sundar is himself the full manifestations of the Brahmans, worshipable Lord, he is the best of the Brahmans and the society of devotees, or the Paramhansa, gurus of all varnas and ashrams, are most dear to him. Persons who have not undergone sanskars or purificatory processes are known as once born Shudras, and persons who have undergone sanskaras are known as Dvij or twice born. Although Kshatriyas and Vaishyas are also known as twice born, the phrase Dvijraj can refer only to a Brahman. Conditioned souls in this material world are eligible for being entangled in sinful activities as a result of the seed and womb from which they were born. Therefore, all embodied souls must undergo purificatory processes to counteract their naturally inherited sinful reactions. Lord Vishwambar was indifferent to sanskar. He neither encouraged nor opposed their observance. He was partial to their Varnashram principles, favorable to devotional service, non-Vaishnav or Advij Varnashram. Principles were not appreciated by him. He accepted those actual ashrams and those varnas based on occupations favorable to devotional service as Deva Varnashram. This is why the society of devotees is dear to him. In the society of non-devotees, there is special stress given to Karmakand and impersonalism. But long before the appearance of the Lord, the society of Shiva Vaishnavas and the society of Tattvavadi Vaishnavas were prominent in South India. The Lord considered the bona fide society of devotees or the Madhya Gaudiya Samaj as most dear. He established Madhya Gaudiya Brahmins like Shri Sanatan and Shri Rup Prabhus, who were born in a Brahman family belonging to the bona fide Vaishnava society of Karnataka as his own beloved Vaishnava Acharya. Moreover, he accepted the two Prabhus, Sripad Prabodhanand and Sripad Gopal Bhatt, from the society of Shri Vaishnavas and established them as his dear devotees. Although the Shri Sampradaya and the Brahma Sampradaya of South India are dear to Shri Gaur Sundar, his own Shri Gaudiya Sampradaya is most dear. As time passed, the course and practice of Gaudiya Vaishnava society was greatly disturbed by the considerations of Smarthas like the Panchopasaks, the worshippers of five gods. That is why the Lord ordered Srimad Sanatan Goswami Pad, who was born in the Sri Madhva Brahman society, to compile the Vaishnava Smriti named Hari Bhakti Vilas. Since Shripad Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who appeared in the Sri Ramanuja Vaishnava Society, was very dear to both Srimad Sanatan and Rup Prabhus, Srimad Sanatan Goswami gave his own compilation of his Hari Bhakti Vilas to him for expanding and editing. Therefore, Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas, and in pursuance of Sri Satkriya Sar Deepika and Samskar Deepika, are accepted as Gaudiya Vaishnava Smritis and Gaudiya Vaishnava scriptures on social codes. In the Vaishnava society following Sri Gaur Sundar, we found a few special characteristics. Since the doctrine of the Smarthas has created various obstacles on the path of Vaishnava Smritis, Sri Dhyana Chandra, Sri Rasikananda, and more recently Sri Srimad Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashaya have aspired for the actual eternal benefit of the Gaudiya Vaishnava society in the line of Sri Gaur. The Gaudiya Vaishnava Samaj was established by Srimad Bhakti Vinod Thakur in the city of Calcutta in the beginning of the 50th century of the Chaitanya era. Even then, the so-called Gaudiyas in Bengal had not yet begun to discuss topics of their own sampradayas. Within a short time, however, the Gauranga Samaj, a newly concocted sampradaya devoid of subservience to internal Vedic injunction, was established in Calcutta. Gaudiya Vaishnava Samaj is a branch of Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Because of their short-sightedness, the modern logicians say that there is no mention of the word Vaishnava Samaj in ancient literature. But if they study this particular portion of this present book, then they will realize and rectify their ignorance. The special characteristics of the Gaudiya Vaishnava society are that they have fully accepted the principles of being unalloyed, of being devoted to Krishna, of accepting subordination to the Lord who is full of all potencies, and of developing a relationship with the Lord, as propagated by the four previous Vaishnava Acharyas. Moreover, they have preached the beauty of causeless worship in this world, opposition to dry impersonal knowledge, devoid of service to the eternal supreme controller, acceptance of Vaishnavism on the basis of qualities rather than birth, acceptance the supremacy of devotional scriptures, rejection of the unauthorized processes of Panchopasana covered by karma and jnana, and many other characteristics that were not preached by acharyas of the medieval age are found in Gaudiya Vaishnava teachings. But the most sorrowful topic is that the pride and envy of persons averse to pure devotional service have more or less created obstacles in pure Vaishnava behavior. Vaishnava Smriti, Vaishnava Samrat, Shri Jagannath Das and his followers, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashaya, have totally removed many discrepancies that have entered Gaudiya Vaishnava society. Therefore, at present, these pure exalted Vaishnavas and their non-dupliciousness, beloved followers, can be addressed as Vishwambar Priya Vaishnava Samaj, the society of devotees who are dear to Vishwambar. Those hostile persons who are unfavorable to this society create unlimited inauspiciousness for the Gaudiya Vaishnava society. In other words, they are disliked, being opponents of Sri Gaur Sundar's dear ones. Text 4. All glories to the most sober Gaur Chandra, who is the bridge to religion. All glories to his most attractive form, which is embodiment of the congregational chanting of the holy names. The word Dharma Setu is explained as follows. There is a great difference between worldly or secular duties and transcendental or spiritual duties. That is why Lord Gaur Sundar took the position of the topmost Jagat Guru and became the bridge for worldly pious people to enter Vaikuntha. We find that Gaur Sundar was the original propounder of the Achintya Bheda Bheda philosophy, which reconciles the differences between the impersonalists and the Vaishnavis. Gaur Hari has not introduced any arrangement for entering the kingdom of religiosity by following any principle that are immoral, concocted, or opposed to one's constitutional duties. Okay. Chapter 2. The Lord's manifestation at the house of Shivas and the inauguration of Sankirtan. Text 1. All glories to Gaur Chandra, who is the benefactor of the entire world. Please give your lotus feet in charity to my heart. Text 2. All glories to Shri Gauranga along with his devotees. By hearing the topics of Lord Chaitanya, one attains the devotional service of the Lord. Text 3. When all the devotees observed the Lord's love, they were all struck with wonder. Text 4. In great satisfaction, they went to Advait and informed him of what they had seen. The most powerful Advaita immediately understood. Through the influence of his devotional service, the Lord has incarnated. Text 6. Yet the truth of Advait Acharya is difficult to understand because he sometimes reveals himself and sometimes conceals himself. Purport. In the Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is stated, Shri Advait, who is a reservoir of virtues, is the main limb of Mahavishnu. His full name is Advait, for he is identical in all respect with the Lord, as he had formerly created all the universes, and now he descended to introduce the path of bhakti. He delivered all living beings by offering the gift of Krishna Bhakti. He explained the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in the light of devotional service. Since he has no other occupation than to teach devotional service, his name is Advait Acharya. He is the spiritual master of all devotees and is most revered personality in the world. By a combination of these two names, his name is Advait Acharya. Shri Advait Acharya is the principal limb of the Supreme Lord. His truth, names and attributes are all wonderful. He worshipped Krishna with tulsi leaves and water of the Ganges and called for him in a loud voice. Thus Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on earth, accompanied by his personal associate. It is through him, Advaita Acharya, that Lord Chaitanya spread the Sankirtan movement, and through him that he delivered the world. The glory and attributes of Advaita Acharya are unlimited. How can the insignificant living entities fathom them? Shri Advaita Acharya is a principal limb of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Another limb of the Lord is Nityanand Prabhu. Shri Advaita Acharya considers Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu his master. He thinks of himself as a servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He forgets himself in the joy of that conception and teaches all living entities. You are servants of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The glories of Shri Advaita Acharya are boundless. For his sincere vibrations brought about Lord Chaitanya's descent upon this earth. He liberated the universe by preaching Sankirtan. Thus the people of the world receive the treasure of love of Godhead through the mercy of Shri Advait. Who can describe the unlimited glories of Advaita Acharya? I write here as much as I have known from great authorities. The truth and characteristics of Shri Advaita Prabhu are incomprehensible to ordinary mundane living entities. Although by his own sweet will he sometimes reveals his own transcendental glories, he sometimes conceals his transcendental glories. Albandar Yamunacharya has written in the Stotra Ratna as follows: O my Lord, everything within material nature is limited by time, space, and thought. Your characteristics, however, being unequaled and unsurpassed, are always transcendental to such limitation. You sometimes cover such characteristics by your own energy, but nevertheless, your unalloyed devotees are always able to see you under all circumstances. When Advaitacharya heard this news, he became fully absorbed and began to speak as follows. Oh brothers, please hear me. Last night I saw something in a dream. Text 9. I was not understanding well the meaning of a passage I had read in a Bhagavad Gita, so I was unhappy and took rest without eating. Text 10. In the dead of night, someone came to me in a dream and said, rise, Acharya, go and take your meal. Text 12. I am telling you the meaning of the next text that you read. Now get up, eat and worship me. Text 12 to 14. Why are you feeling sad? You have obtained everything. Your resolution has been fulfilled. Your fasting, your worship, your tears while crying out the name Krishna, and your vow with raised arms, all to induce the Lord's advent, have now become successful. Purport. An elaboration of these three verses is found in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 3.9 to 96 to 100. 110. As follows. Advaitacharya Goswami is an incarnation of the Lord as a devotee. His loud calling was the cause for Krishna's incarnation. Advaitacharya having appeared, he found the world devoid of devotional service to Sri Krishna because people were engrossed in material affairs. Everyone was engaged in material enjoyment, whether sinfully or virtuously. No one was interested in the transcendental service of the Lord, which can give total relief from the repetition of birth and death. Seeing the activities of the world, the Acharya felt compassion and began to ponder how he could act for people's benefit. If Krishna were to appear as an incarnation, he himself could preach devotion by his personal example. In this age of Kali, there is no religion other than the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. But how in this age will the Lord appear as an incarnation? I shall worship Krishna in a purified state of mind. I shall constantly petition him in humbleness. My name, Advaita, will be fitting. If I am able to introduce Krishna to inaugurate the movement of the chanting of the holy name, while he was thinking about how to proportionate Krishna by worship, the following verse is spoken by Narad Muni in the Gaura Mira Tantra came to his mind. तुलसी दल मात्रेना जलाशय चूला के नया विक्रीते स्वाम आत्मानाम भक्ते भया भक्त वत्सला. Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate toward his devotees, sells himself to devotee who offers him merely a tulsi leaf and palm full of water. Advaitacharya considered the meaning of the verse in this way. Not finding any way to repay the debt he owes to one who offers him a tulsi leaf and water, Lord Krishna thinks, there is no wealth in my possession that is equal to a tulsi leaf and water. Thus the Lord liquidates the debt by offering himself to the devotees. Considering this, the Acharya began worshipping the Lord. Thinking of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, he constantly offered tulsi buds in water from Ganges. He appealed to Sri Krishna with loud calls and thus made it possible for Krishna to appear. Therefore, the principal reason for Sri Chaitanya's descent is this appeal by Advaita Acharya. The Lord, the protector of the religion, appears by the desire of the devotees. Text 15. The chanting of Krishna's name will be spread to all countries, all towns and all houses. 16. Devotional service that is rare for even Lord Brahma will now be available to everyone by your mercy. Text 17. All the Vaishnavas will experience realization at the house of Shiva's Pandit that are rare for even Lord Brahma. Text 18. Therefore, eat your meal. I am departing now, but I will come again while you are eating. Text 19. When I opened my eyes, I saw this. Vishwambar, but he soon disappeared from my sight. Text 20. I cannot understand Krishna's mysteries, such as which form he manifests or in a womb he manifests. Regarding this verse, it is stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita as follows. Lord Shri Krishna tries to hide himself in various ways, but nevertheless his pure devotees know him as he is. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is also stated the Supreme Personality of Godhead always resides either in the heart or in a home of a devotee. This fact is sometimes hidden and sometimes manifest, for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is fully independent. Text 21. His elder brother Vishnu used to come and study Bhagavad Gita with me. 12. 22. This child Vishwambar was most enchantingly attractive. He used to come to my house to call his brother. Text 23. On seeing the beauty of this child, my heart was captivated. I blessed him with the words, may you ordain devotional service to the Lord. 24. He is from an aristocratic family. For he is the son of Nilamba Chakravarti's daughter. Text 25. He is also most erudite and possesses all good qualities. So it is befitting that he has devotion to Krishna. 26. I have become very pleased on hearing this news. All of you kindly bless him, saying, may it be so soon. Text 27. May the mercy of Krishna be manifest to all, and may the entire world become intoxicated by the name of Krishna. 29. 28. If all this is true, then everyone will come to the house of this Brahman. 29. Advaita Acharya roared loudly in ecstasy, and all the Vaishnavas chanted in jubilation. 30. As they all chanted the names of Hari, Lord Krishna manifested there in the form of Kirtan. Purport. All the residents of Sri Navdeep, Mayapur, began to hear and chant the sound vibration of Sri Hari's names, which are non different from the Hari himself. With their pure service inclined tongues, as a result, Lord Krishna, who is non different from his holy names, appeared there in the form of his glorification, sound vibration, and holy names. Text 31. Someone said, when Nimai Pandit becomes a devotee, then we will have tumultuous kirtans. 22. All the devotees then offered their obeisances to Advaita Acharya and left, chanting the names of Hari. That's 33. The Lord spoke with great respect to everyone he met. 34. When the Lord went in the morning to take bath in the Ganges, he met many Vaishnavas on that way. Text 35. As soon as the Lord saw Shivas or other devotees, he offered them obeisances, and the devotees blessed the Lord out of love. 36. May you obtain devotion at the feet of Krishna, chant and hear the names of Krishna. 37. My dear, if you worship Krishna, everything will be successful. And if you do not worship Krishna, then your beauty and education are useless. 38. Krishna is the father of the universe, and Krishna is the life and soul of everyone. Therefore, my dear, worship the lotus feet of Krishna with determination. 39. The Lord was greatly pleased with their blessing, so he cast his merciful glances on them. Text 40. All your blessings are certainly fruitful, Why would you give any other lesser benedictions? 41. You alone are capable of affording devotional service to Krishna, for Krishna bestows his mercy on one who serves his servants. The second half of verse The second half of verse 41 and the first half of the verse 43 are explained as follows in the Itihas Samuchaya. Lomas Muni states, Tasmad Vishnu Prasadaya Vaishnavan Paritoshat Prasada Samko Vishnu's Dinitya Shanana Samasaya. To attain the mercy of the Lord Vishnu, one should satisfy the Vaishnavas. There is no doubt that by their mercy, Vishnu will be pleased. Also in the Itihas Samuchaya, the Supreme Lord says, Name Bhakta Chaturvedi Mad Bhakta Swapacha Priya Tasmai Deyam Tato Vyayam Sacha Pujayatahiyam. Even though a person is very learned scholar of the Sanskrit, Vedic literatures, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. Even though a person is born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is pure devotee and who has no motive to enjoy the fruitive activities or mental speculations. Indeed, all respect should be given to them, to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am. In Adi Puran, it is stated, Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are actually my devotees. At the end of the narration on Yamunacharya, in the Brahma Naradiya Puran, it is stated, O best of the Brahman, if one worships the Vaishnava who are filled in devotional service to Vishnu by considering them non-different fixed limbs of that Hari, then everyone including Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva are pleased. In the Padma Puran, Uttarakhand, Shiva speaks to Ima as follows. One who worships Lord Govind but falls to worship his devotees should be understood to be not a devotee of the Lord, but simply a victim of false pride. Therefore, one should always worship the Vaishnavas by all means. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna speaks to Dava as follows. My devotees bestow divine eyes, whereas the sun allows only external sight, and that only when it is risen in the sky. My devotees are once real worship. Yes. My devotees bestowed divine eyes, whereas the sun allows only external sight, and that only when it is risen in the sky. My devotees are once real worshipable deities and real family. They are one's own self. And ultimately they are not different from ones.
संगदारी ने बोला था क्लास में सुबह जाएंगे बोले प्रसाद के बाद तुरंत निकलेंगे 9:30 बोले निकल जाएंगे सुकर्मा को बोल दो।
ठीक है हमारे को सुकर्मा को।
ठीक है।
ठीक है हमारा।
हाँ फिर तो भेज देना उनको मंदिर में लाने के लिए।
क्या कह रहा हूँ आज?
वो मंदिर में लाने के लिए।
वो मंदिर में ही अभी तो भगवान मंदिर में ही है हम। ठीक है मंदिर में जब कर रहा है।
In Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj speaks to Hiranyakashipu as follows: unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnav, completely freed from material contamination, persons very much inclined toward materialistic life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his own uncommon activities. Only I become Krishna consciousness, be freed from material contamination. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord speaks to Durvasa. Durvasa the following words.
तो
I am completely
you will stop here tomorrow. You will take rest. What do you mean? What do you mean?
मैसेज किए हैं जगन्नाथ प्रिय को आज शाम को डिसाइपल के साथ जैसे वो मीटिंग क्लास रखते हैं से जनार्दन महाराज है तो आपको बताएंगे तो मीटिंग के में मीटिंग में आ सकते हैं।
ये पढ़ लिया है ये है
हाँ?
बड़े
हम्म।
हाँ
हाँ हाँ ये तो इंटरनेट पे डिरेक्टली इसको डिरेक्टली आपके टेप रिकॉर्डर में सब है छोटा वाला कंप्यूटर में भी है उसमें ऑनलाइन भी है। प्रसाद के बाद बुला लें मदन को बुला प्रसाद के बाद हाँ टेस्ट के लिए कभी सुबह सुबह भेज दिया उनको टेस्ट चाहिए हाँ सैंपल के मुझे बोला वॉक पे जाएंगे ठीक है 11-12 बजे चला वो इधर ही है
तमहं भजामि।
निजस्य सकलेन्द्रियवृत्तिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति अङ्गानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रियवृत्तिमन्ति पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति आनंद चिन्मय सदुज्जल विग्रहस्य आनंद चिन्मय सदुज्जल विग्रहस्य गोविन्दं आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दं आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्मसु कल्पवृक्ष रक्षामृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम् वेदं कन्नन्तं वरमेन्ददलायताक्षं वरहावतं समसितं बुधचन्द्राङ्गं वेदं कन्नन्तं वरमेन्ददाक्षं वरहावतं समसितं कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीय विशेषशोभं गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि कन्दर्पकोटिकमनीय विशेषशोभं गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्मसु कल्पवृक्ष रक्षामृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम् चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्मसु कल्पवृक्ष रक्षामृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम् लक्ष्मीश ससत सम्भ्रमशेपवाहनं गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि चिन्तामणि प्रकरसद्मसु कल्पवृक्षलक्षामृतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम्
तुलसी कृष्ण प्रेयसी राधा कृष्ण सेवा पावो अभिलाषी विश्वनाथ शरण तारवान सको कृपा कर करे वृंदावन आरती लीजिए आरती। कृष्ण दासे कहे नमोरा श्री राधा गोविंद प्रेमे सदाय श्री कृष्ण प्रेयसी Anteninang piyahin na. हे जगन्नाथ गिरिराज महाराज कृष्ण नाम जगन्नाथ को शिवताय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। जय गिरिराज बाबा की जय। श्री कृष्ण बलराम दोनों भैया की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी सुदासन श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। एक चक्र धाम की जय। रंग महाप्रभु की जय। नित्यानंद महाप्रभु की जय। लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। तैगोर हरि प्रेम जगन्नाथ मिश्र की जय। सची माता की जय। तैगोर हरि प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।